I was just minding my business in Ink Game, thinking this would be another regular match, until I met him. At first I thought he was joking when he said he didn't like my skin color, but then he started griefing me and dragging me all the way back. That's when I realized this guy was actually racist. So in this video, I made it my mission to completely humble him and ruin his entire Ink Game experience. But before I could get the chance to laugh at his dead body and get the pleasure of seeing my racist op die a brutal death, I had to outlive him through Dalona, lights out, jump rope, and everything else the game threw at us. Let's get into the video. As you saw in the intro, our first game was red light, green light. And yup, this is where we ran into that racist guy that said some wild things in the chat. And what I'm about to say might sound corny, but I don't care. This dude really thought he was the danger when I'm the danger. So when he started griefing me, carrying me back, I had already locked in and had murder on my mind. So he started running from the sheer terror of me and hid behind a wall, scared and terrified. Unfortunately, I knew I couldn't get to him this round. But right there, I knew I'd get my chance in Lights Out. After photobomb trolling a few people right before Dalona, I ran into some players who were just as fed up with the racist guy as I was. I then realized I didn't have to do this alone. I had allies now, and that gave me the confidence I needed to finally take this dude down. Dalona ended up being a free round for most of us, but not for me. I cracked my cookie and almost sold the entire game, but since I'm him, I clutched it barely. Sadly, not everyone made it out. One of my teammates died in the process, and at that moment, I made a promise I was gonna avenge him by taking the racist's head after this round. Pause. At last, Lights Out finally came, so I went to go get some of my food beforehand just in case if I get low HP, and so I finally began my operation and started chasing the racist guy so I can finally end this beef. He kept on running like the little female dog he always was. He tried fighting back, but realized he was outmatched as I landed the first hit on him and landed another hit on him. So he started running just like he did in red light, green light, but this time he isn't getting away from me. This chase lasted another few seconds or so until I finally landed one more hit on him to put him at red HP, meaning he is one shot. But to no avail, he kept on running and dodging all my attacks like the game gave him infinite plot armor or something. But out of nowhere, the Asian dude I allied with came to attack him to provide backup. At this point, our victory over this racist is assured. Unfortunately, his plot armor kept on protecting him until the final seconds of the clock and escape. He may have gotten lucky in Lights Out, but from this experience, I'll make sure that will never happen again. Next up, it was time to vote. Tug of war or hide and seek. And of course, hide and seek won in an absolute landslide. I was praying to get red so I could finally end the racist guy. But guess what I got? So I'm out here sprinting and dashing my ass off, trying to find a good hiding spot before the seekers spawn in. After running for a while and avoiding some seekers, I finally found a good hiding spot that I could finally chill at. But guess who interrupts that and finds me? The racist guy. I bolted straight out of there, dipped out of there at the speed of light. But no matter where I went, I kept bumping into seekers left and right, like my infinite aura was attracting every single one of them. I finally made it to the third floor and found a solid hiding spot. Just to be extra petty, I threw a banana peel in front of the entrance. If they were gonna find me, they were gonna slip first. And guess what? Someone actually slipped on it. I'm dying of laughter until this blue-skinned bastard came along to expose me. So I'm back to running again, praying the clock would just end. And after running like the Flash for 3 minutes straight, I thankfully survived. I made it out, but not everyone did. My Asian ally, he didn't make it. So I typed in the chat that I would win for him. He died a hero, but I'm finishing this fight. After mourning the death of my comrade, it was finally time to win this game for him, starting with the jump rope challenge. But this is where the beef really escalated. I got so fed up with that racist dude and all his wrongdoings, I actually reported him, because if he wouldn't die by my hands, then he was going to get clapped by Roblox's banhammer instead. No pause. But to make that happen, I still had to survive. So I locked in and focused up. And of course, jump rope was light work. I went through it easily without breaking a single limb, but enough with the trash talk. If I was really gonna win this, it wouldn't be with words, it'd be with actions. With the game nearing its end, it was finally time for Glass Bridge. And as you guys know, since I've got Dash and it's Glass Bridge time, it was time to cheat. So I went full speedrunner mode, blasting through the whole bridge and hitting the finish line like it was nothing. After that, I peeked into the chat to see if Brandon was still running his mouth. And that's when I realized this bum actually fell on Glass Bridge. Like, bro, I actually thought he was decent. But out of all things, my racist op really died to a stage that's not even that hard. He's buns after all. Now, yeah, I completed my objective for this whole video, but I wasn't done yet because I still needed to win the entire Squid Game for my dead allies. With the top 3 players left, it was now time for Mingle, one step closer to my goal. As I was waiting, I was analyzing my surroundings, trying to maximize maximize my chances of winning this mingle game. I was waiting and waiting cautiously until the game sounded they needed 2 players per room, and so I quickly ran towards them and followed one of them, but as soon as we got into a room, this bozo decides to come in. So I frantically kept moving, afraid of them trying to power hold me, until this bastard grabs me. I was selling at first, but I got the hang of it, but it wasn't enough as I was, unfortunately, 1 HP, and I thought I was in the clear, so I stood still waiting for the game to end until another guy grabs me again, and I thought the game is over. There's no way the game would allow this at all. Then I die. I recommend you turn down y'all's volume because I'm about to say some devious things in the next 2 seconds. However, anyways, moving on. As you can see, it turns out they were actually friends with my racist op, so not only did I fail to complete my objective to win the game for my allies, I also failed to eradicate all the racist people as well that was in the game. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe if you want future videos like this, so have a great day and peace.